What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So you may be wondering, why is Hulkbuster here? And we're going to go over that, folks. As the title stated, we're going to make the Marvel wall great again. The Marvel bust wall great again. So Hulkbuster has officially been sold. He is on payment plan, so he'll be here in the middle room for about a month or two. So I can just get maximum enjoyment of this piece. I do believe this is like the Marvel Grail. It's the whole, the shockwave of Marvel statues. I freaking love it to death. However, it just does not go well in my collection, unfortunately. Sometimes, even if a piece is so amazing, it just doesn't go with your display. The reason being, this is overscaled 1/4. That Iron Man is underscaled 1/4, and it can't go with the rest of my Marvel quarter scale. I already have a Hulkbuster that does scale correctly, the Imaginary March one, which I do love. It's not as good as this, of course. This is better in every possible conceivable way, but this is just too big, and it was taking up a bust spot, because you guys know that is my bust wall, and it looked out of place. Even though it looked amazing in its own spot, it does need to go. So let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to make the Marvel bust wall great again. And I'm going to show you one video real quickly. So this is the Iron Man Mark 85, the final suit in the Avengers MCU. And this is a custom unmasked Tony Stark bust. Look at that likeness, folks. That is like 99% likeness to Robert Downey Jr. They got the grays, the beard, hand-punched hair. It's full silicone, glass eyes, the wrinkles around the eyes and the forehead to indicate age. That silicone looks like it's Infinity Studios style silicone. That platinum silicone, that's really good quality. The hair looks perfect. The armor, super shiny and looks phenomenal. The arc reactor is highly detailed. And the base looks great. He didn't put the logo on it. It does have an Avengers Endgame logo on this. This is enhanced by Nerdsphere. But look at that. Jupiter's freaking cock, folks. There's the light up feature. So it lights up there, there, and there. And I'm not sure if there's any light ups on the back or anything, but you have got to admit that this is absolutely insanely good. So here is an in-hands photo as well of a Chinese collector that recently got this. Check it out. So it does come with a mast head as well, so you can swap the heads in and out. But look at that. Absolute perfection. There's the logo. He's not showing the full thing, but absolute perfection. Like absolutely crazy good. Here's just a few additional photos I wanted to share. This was when it was being sculpted. Again, you could still see that Robert Downey Jr. likeness in that. Here he is wearing the Stark glasses, which looks cool. Yeah, that looks insane, folks. And so this is basically the plan. However, we're going to make one alteration. We're going to change this out for the unmasked Spider-Man bust. But yeah, this is basically the plan. We move Doctor Strange over to the left, do Iron Man right next to Cap. So in essence, you have the full Trinity surrounding Thanos. You get both masked and unmasked version of Stark plus different costumes. This is battle damaged Mark 50 and then clean Mark 85 unmasked. This definitely is going to bring this, wall to another level. Just being all pure busts, and we're going to make it as high as quality as possible. And so I'm super excited, folks. We got this Iron Man bust locked in. It's an edition size of 30. So it's going to be extremely rare. Very few select lucky collectors will be getting this. And according to what Queen Studios has stated, they are not going to ever be doing a Robert Downey Jr. bust due to licensing. So this is it. This is the, unmasked Robert Downey Jr. bust to get. So I'm very stoked. All right, so I'm going to show you the bust wall now without this behemoth. And I did want to show you how this looks in the middle of the room. It looks pretty cool, honestly. It's nice seeing the Mark 85, I'm sorry, Mark 43 right next to it like that, and it's spacious. So I decided until this bust arrives, so it's going to take a good, probably a month and a half before I get it. I'm just going to throw Iron Spidey in the display. I wanted to see how he looked. This is a good comparison of the different colors of red. You can see that one is much more vibrant than that. But that one has a more vibrant blue, and of course a more vibrant base and a far more detailed head. But we're going to move Spider-Man down there. I could also do Captain Marvel right there and then Spider-Man there, but I do like the idea of Spider-Man next to Hulk just because they fought in the comics. But we'll move Doctor Strange to the left and then do Iron Man bust right there next to Cap. We may throw a tiny little prop or something in the middle of them. Not 100% sure, not necessary, but that is kind of the plan. We'll probably just move him right there, and then the unmasked right there, and then Tony. So, Tony is directly above Spider-Man, who he was mentoring, next to Doctor Strange, who they collaborated with in Infinity War and Endgame, next to Cap, of course, Civil War. So, yeah, I think it's going to look really freaking good. The Mark 43 is removed here, where it was slightly kind of an eyesore scene in the background. Darkseid bust is officially in transit to me and will arrive next week. So thank God. That will be here soon. So we'll get Darkseid bust, Iron Man bust. The other things we'll need to do for this room to make it just perfect is get rid of those statues and do Deadpool and Wolverine bust in 1/4 setup. Very similar to this setup where you're going to do bust, 1/4, 1/4 bust. We'll likely do the Iron Studios versions and, figure out the bust scenario. And then of course, eventually we hope to get that Hawkeye 1/4. And then if there ever is a Hawkeye bust, I'll definitely get it. Otherwise, I don't see that really coming. So the Iron Man bust will definitely be a very welcome addition. It looks like it's Queen Studios quality, extremely good likeness, high quality, everything. I'm a big fan. I think it looks really freaking good. So I'm excited, folks. I think it was worth, getting rid of Hulkbuster for this Iron Man bust. It's going to make the wall just, look better instead of a random giant statue at the end. Everything will match and scale and everything. So yeah, very, very excited. And once we do that, get that and this will definitely be the most impressive wall in my entire collection, no doubt. Nothing will beat this wall. You have Thanos bust, Captain bust, Thor, Loki, you have Doctor Strange, Iron Man, just 6 Grail busts with the highest of quality at the top. You'll have multiple silicones down low. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 silicones down low, and then all the polystone busts. It's going to be insane. But yeah, that's what I wanted to update you guys with. So the Iron Man bust will be shipping next week for me and then arrive, in a month or two. But I'm very excited. It's going to go great in the collection. And, we are trying to make everything symmetrical and just fit perfectly in this collection. The other piece that kind of sticks out that is a grail is the Prime 1 Predator. It doesn't fit there. Neytiri bust would definitely go better, or a life-size Golem, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But Hulkbuster was definitely something that, my buddy kept messaging me saying, dude, you got to get rid of it. I know it's amazing, but it just doesn't fit in your setup. And sometimes you do have to forego really good pieces because they just don't fit. It's just the honest truth. They just don't fit. It fits good in very particular setups when, Art Statue Collector, the way he did his with all the 1/4 surrounding it, Thanos bust in the background. I love that. I think it goes really good in his setup. And other people have done it, like a centerpiece to a 1/4 line. I think it looks really good. So, but for me, the way I've had it, I've never been able to position it in a good spot. We had it down low over there. Didn't like that. Doesn't look good down low. I had it there, and the height level's good, but it just looked out of place. So, yeah, it is for the best, folks. But at least we'll get to enjoy it for another month or so before it's paid off. And so enjoy it while we can, folks. That's why I put it in the middle room, because I want to look at it constantly every day to really enjoy and embrace the grailness of it before it goes off to a new home. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. See you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.